All right, guys, today we're checking out the Ride1Up Revv 1 DRT. So we actually reviewed the original Revv 1 on the channel a couple years ago. There's a few key differences, and we'll just kind of go through it one by one. I think design-wise, it looks very similar. The frame looks very similar, but you do have this integrated tactical molly panel, which is a nice touch. It also looks pretty cool with this design. This is what they call the toy soldier color. So it's a bit of a green and maybe tan or beige. Molly panel over here on the sides. We actually put a molly bag over here. So very useful. You could probably put one on each side, put all your stuff in here, your phone, what have you. Anyway, let's just walk through all the features. So the most distinguishing part of the DRT is obviously the tires. So 20 by 4-inch tires with a really thick knobby tread. We got the double crown RST front suspension fork. That should be great for off-road. Integrated front fender, 120 lux moto-style headlight. You also got the custom fairing with the Ride1Up logo. So right now it's just daylight running lights. Hit the power button to turn on the headlight, and then you have low and high. For the brakes, we have 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes. Doesn't say what the brand is, but you also get 203mm rotors, so plenty of stopping power. You also have this mudguard on the front of the frame. And then over here is probably where the controller is housed. The battery is situated right on top of the frame. The way it sits in the frame, it's kind of protected by the tubing over here. And it's also a 52 volt, 20 amp hour UL certified removable battery with Samsung cells. Up top, we have the ergonomic rubber grip, display controls, center mounted LCD display. Right now it's on off-road mode. I'll show you guys in a second how to get it to off-road mode. Out of the box, it comes in pedelec mode. We have the right hand half twist throttle. This is the off, high and low beam for the headlight, and this is the horn. Up top, we have a cafe style saddle seat. Really interesting texture over here, kind of ribbed in the center with a little bit of a hump in the back. Back here, we have a D&M rear suspension shock with about 76mm of travel. It's also a 350-pound spring rate. Depending on your weight, this might be good enough, or you might want something a little bit stiffer. It's also a single speed setup, so no rear derailleur, integrated rear fender. And for the motor, we have a 1000 watt rated rear hub motor with 95 Newton meters of torque. It also utilizes a cadence sensor. Here's a look at the 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes in the rear. It also has a 203mm rotor. Here's a look at the rear taillight. If you squeeze the brakes, it gets brighter. So it has brake functionality. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna show you how to change the riding modes. So right now we have it on off-road. First thing you wanna do is hold down the M button, and that'll get you to PO1. And then you press M one more time, and you get these 4 zeros. So you wanna change the code to 1919. So 1, power button, 9, power button, 1, power button, 9. Okay, now you're in a second screen, which is PO2. So you want to hold down plus and minus again. This will bring you to another 4 zeros, and you want to change that to 1159. So same thing, 1, power button, 1, power button, 5, 9. Now we're in the riding modes menu. So right now it's on off-road. If you hit the minus button, that's class 3. So there's just basically class 3 or off-road, 1 and 2. We're gonna keep it on off-road, and then we'll hold down the M button, and that saves it. And you'll see off-road right here on the upper left. Basically, pedelec mode is class 3, and then off-road mode is off-road mode. And the total weight of the Revv 1 DRT is 91 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features, let's take it out for its first ride.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, off-road mode really picks up the speed on this thing. 35, oh my gosh, on the dash. Oh yeah, we're ripping. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my hat. All right, here we go downhill. Full throttle. Not bad. Once I get this turnaround, we'll try it going the other way. 3, 2, 1, go. up to speed really quick. And these tires, they feel so good compared to like most fat tire tubes are like really thin. This is like, I mean, they feel like they are going to be phenomenal off-road or on like single track or like compact dirt, stuff like that, gravel. You know, oh my gosh, I got something in my eye. This is why you got to wear a face shield or goggles. Ah! But anyway, gorgeous day. Here we go, now we're picking up speed again. I wish I could pedal though. The pedaling doesn't really do too much once you're going over 20, but moving right along here. I'm gonna say, a great feeling bike. I mean, it feels very, very moped-like, which I really do enjoy the moped, like the retro moped-style bikes like this.
Okay, first ride with the Rev1 DRT. This is me sitting on it. 29, 30-inch inseam, so I can't flat foot the bike, but once I get going, should be no problem. And we did unlock it to off-road mode. No throttle, just pedal assist. A lot of torque off the line, but once you get going, the cadence sensor kicks in and feels pretty natural. Now these big off-road tires are pretty loud. Okay, now we're cooking. And these tires are super loud. It's funny. I'm just on level 1, right? So I'm already like hitting 15 miles per hour on the display. Yeah, it just like pushes those volts right into the motor. All right, that feels good. But it is pretty powerful on off-road mode. Let's do pedal assist level 2 now. Still no throttle, just pedaling. And it's about 20 miles per hour. And maneuvering feels pretty good, pretty comfortable. You know, if you've never ridden a fat tire moped style e-bike before, it's a little bit different. I will say that the Rev1 just feels really well balanced. It feels like the right size. I don't feel like I'm gonna necessarily scrape the ground with my pedals or anything like that. Let's bump it up to pedal assist level 3. Give it a little bit of throttle here. Lots of power, man. Woo. That's 25 miles per hour, 26. Just on that little stretch. So now I'm giving a little throttle, a little pedaling. Kind of like my stance on this makes me want to like lean forward a little bit just to get more control on the bike. But yeah, I feel super comfortable. I know the shocks, the rear shock is pretty bouncy. It's not, we didn't really calibrate it yet, but I mean, I like it for the pavement at least. Front shock, super comfortable. Yeah, so far I'm digging it. Let's bump it up to pedal assist level 5 now. We'll do a lap around the parking lot, then go up the hill. Oh yeah. And oh yeah, this thing wants to go. This thing wants to definitely go past 30 miles per hour. I think this will be really comfortable if you're on dirt paths, off-road trails. If it could feel this comfortable on grass, yeah, this feels great. For a fat tire moped style e-bike, it is really nimble. I mean, responsive, right? It's just really easy to turn and steer and maneuver. Brakes feel good. Enough power to climb the hills without even having to pedal, right? No pedaling, just throttle. Steep slope. And it gets up it, right? Gets up the hill, no problem. All right, full throttle, full pedal assist. And let's test out these brakes. it stopped me.
Man, I love these tires on this bike. The brakes feel phenomenal. All that suspension when you go off-road, effortless. Just enough power. I mean, you're not going to be hitting inclines like this hardly ever, and it makes it up absolutely no problem. Back down full speed ahead, up and over the cement, and then back up the hill again. Whoa, got a little wet there. Still kept traction because of these fat tires. And again, you know, no problem back up the hill. And back down. Man, what a phenomenal bike. It's just so smooth, the seat's so comfortable. The suspension is a little bouncy, but it could be easily fixed with, you know, very little money. For someone less weight than me, it'd be absolutely perfect, but man, what a phenomenal bike. So right off the bat, there's a big rock drop. Gotta stand up for that. Suspension eats it. Oh, this is way overgrown. But yeah, another little drop. Some more roots. Yep. Suspension takes it like a boss. So this is exactly what this thing's for. Just like exploring and just finding random trails and seeing where they lead and popping out on the other side. And I think the last time I came down here, it was winter though. And there was snow and ice everywhere, and I could hardly even ride the bike. Now it's all overgrown, nature's taken its course, and still can hardly ride the bike, but making work. We're just gonna go and pop out the other side. So here we go, some big roots, and then we got to walk the plank. Walk the plank, baby. Don't go off the plank. Thankfully, no one on the trail today. So we got a smooth passage all the way through this time. But holy crap, you know, the bike handled it like a champ. The tires are just, I keep saying that the tires are awesome, but I don't think you guys understand how awesome they are in comparison to most fat tire bikes. They don't even compare. They're completely on a different tier of fat tires. Rev1 DRT on some dirt. What else is there to say? Freaking awesome bike.
So let's recap the specs. The Rev1 DRT is a fat tire electric bike built with an aluminum alloy frame in a military-inspired toy soldier green. It's outfitted with a 120 lux moto-style headlight, a custom fairing, and high-low beam options. A 3.5-inch LCD sits center-mounted for your speed, battery, and ride data. You've got full fenders, rear lighting, and metal alloy molly plates if you're into tactical bags. Altogether, the DRT weighs in at 91 pounds. It's powered by a 1,000-watt rear hub motor and paired to a 52-volt 20-amp-hour battery. Expect around 30 to 60 miles of range depending on how hard you ride. Top speed is over 28 miles per hour. There's also 5 levels of pedal assist and a right-hand twist throttle. For comfort and control, you've got a cafe-style saddle, a double-crown front fork, D&M rear suspension, 4-piston hydraulic brakes, and 20x4-inch off-road tires.
All right, first impressions with the Rev1 DRT. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's been quite a while since we reviewed the original Rev1, and definitely had a blast on that bike. Something about this, though, feels just really sporty, like really fun. The big off-road tires, loud, right? If you're just riding on the pavement, but man, once you get on the grass, if you get it on dirt, it really gives you a lot of grip. I love the looks. I love the integrated tactical molly panel. We have our molly bag right here. Yeah, and it's just a good looking bike, right? Fork, suspension, the D&M shock doing its thing. I was surprised at how nimble it was for the size. This is really tuned well for the weight. I was a little hesitant. I thought maybe this bike might be too big for me, but it was fine once I got on it. I can't flat foot the bike, but once you're moving, no problem. So I think this can fit a wide range of riders. Off-road mode, I mean, that's the first thing we did when we got this bike. Definitely want to unlock it to reach its full potential. Overall, Rev1 DRT, solid recommend.
So here's what we like. The Rev1 DRT is built for comfort and adventure, with full suspension that smooths out rough trails and knobby tires that grip well off-road. And the integrated molly panels are a nice touch if you're hauling gear. But here's some things to consider. Switching between ride modes is a bit of a hassle. The fat knobby tires get loud on pavement, and its size and weight might be a challenge if space is tight. So, what do you think of the Rev1 DRT? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.